Okay. So, once again, I've been slacking, but I have 3 dreams here that I've written down that I can now record and read to you. We'll start with the one farthest back. I actually, when I woke up and had this dream, I was too tired and in a daze to actually write it down, so I recorded it like I used to do. And there's a few recorded posts that I did in the beginning of doing this on my Tumblr, Ctrl-Q Dreaming, and they didn't come out too nicely. They were really groggy to hear, but they're there if you want to take a listen to them. So I actually took the time to listen to it and try and write it down today. So this dream is from May 17th, so not that long ago. Alright, so in my dream I was looking in on this girl who had blonde long hair, and she was sitting in a bedroom that was like mine, but all the walls were a tan color, and she was sitting on a red futon. And she starts to hear this terrible scratching and screaming from outside. So she goes outside to check it out, and as she walks through the door and outdoors, she sees this terrible beast, big furry red eyes, and it's eating her dog. So she screams and she runs back into the house, and the beast just misses her. She locks all the doors in her house, and she runs upstairs and hides until she hears her sister scream. So she hears her sister screaming, banging on the door, and it gets silent, and she goes downstairs to unlock the door and find her sister, and her sister has been bit, and she's talking about she needs to clean the wound, she needs to clean the wound, she needs to clean the wound, and the girl keeps asking her sister, you know, like, what happened, what was that thing, and the sister is getting angrier and angrier that the girl's asking her so much questions that she screams at her and snaps. So the girl at this point is scared of her sister and runs back into her room and locks the door, and she's hiding again. At this point in the dream, like, I definitely remember this switch. It switched to, instead of a girl, it was a little boy in the room. And he's looking outside, and there's this red deformed man outside of the house, and it's got red skin and a pot belly, and it's very anorexic, so it's like a very fat stomach on an anorexic body, and this like a bright red skin, and it's pointing out his finger, like beckoning the boy to come follow him. So the boy follows him out the window, and when this happens, it turns into like an old city with cobblestone streets. So when this happens, he walks out into the streets, and he walks into a shop, and like I remember distinctly the boy is being fed these red berries over and over again. And he starts to get in this motion that he needs to make toys. So he starts making the toys, and it clicks in the boy's mind that he doesn't need to be here. So he gets up, he leaves, and he goes back into his room. And he's saying to himself, I would have just been safe if I had stayed here. And from behind him he hears, oh, don't worry about it. It would have been, but I was only just testing you. And at this point, this is when I woke up. If you have any ideas what these dreams mean, you know, let me know in the comments. You can also email me at ctrl.q.dreaming, or I'll post the email in the comment box. But yes, please, if you have any idea what these dreams could possibly mean, leave a comment, email me.